Okay, so it appears that my fate rests on a volunteer coordinator and whether they approve of me in doing some work for them for 4 hours. It's a weird system how this law works, how they're turning it over pretty much to the volunteer coordinators, because who else makes a decision whether they're going to sign off on me confirming that I've done some like volunteer work for a nonprofit organization besides a volunteer coordinator. So it comes down to these lawyers and judges signing off saying that they'll drop the case of my disorderly conduct based on the approval of a volunteer coordinator. Do the volunteer coordinators really know that they're such a part of the legal process? They must. All right, they must know that they're giving an approval that can have a legal standing in a way that decides your legal fate. All right. Now I'm having a lot of difficulty just trying to figure out who the better volunteer coordinator is. I've talked to a couple kind of. I've emailed one, got no response. Clearly, it's a volunteer coordinator. What do they care? Why should they be in such a rush to respond back right away? I've stopped at the whatever, the Catholic charities one, and there's just some young lady. She's not enthused about finding anybody right now because they're moving, or it could just be me. I got this attitude that I'm taking with me that I really don't care about volunteering. I just don't care. I don't, I was interested in the zoo, but enough people care about that they're charging volunteers $40 submission fee. I'm going in with the attitude like I don't care. I'm not like some very charitable feeling person. Like I'm looking at this long term. I'm trying to be upfront. I need 4 hours covered, and maybe even just an hour. Maybe I could just ask for an hour from 4 different places, or a half hour from 8 different places. It doesn't have to all be just one place. All right, but I need approval. The court wants approval, like a witness, to say, yeah, this is a good guy who spent this time doing some kind of charitable thing. All right, that's how the court is doing it. They're looking for a confirmation from somebody else who's like representing a nonprofit organization. And it's difficult for me to find these people on my own. I've never done that. All right, the last time I got a disorderly conduct was in 2003, I think, and the judge, she really slapped me hard. I pled guilty right at the start. It was stupid. I should have pled not guilty, but I was 26 and I didn't know any better. I was scared of the courts like I'm scared now, but I'm not as scared because I don't fear death as much as I did back then. Strange how gradually you fear less death. But they gave me a $50 warrant fee because I failed to show up on one of the court dates. And I wrote to the judge asking to work that off. So then she figured in that it'd cost $8 an hour or something, $7. I don't know, and she hooked me up. This is in Eau Claire, Wisconsin. She hooked me up directly with the probation officer, all right, who had the list and decided where I could go, gave me good choices where to go. She just the probation officer said, you like this one. She found out a little bit about me, and then she said, you like this. And I thought it was okay. I put tapes away for the local TV station for Eau Claire, which is now turned digital. You can find all their old videotapes on their website. But before that, in 2004, they were still using tapes. And I was like arranging the tapes in alphabetical order for them as part of my my volunteer time. It was actually a punishment, I guess, because I failed to show up for court and got a warrant and had to get that quashed, and that was a $50 fee or something like that. The judge was nice to allow me to work that off. Okay, but this judge now in Idaho doesn't do it like that. This 4 hours that I'm required to do is a part of getting the sentence, like just finished or something. My case will be closed if I can put in these 4 hours somewhere. But and it ultimately rests on a volunteer coordinator. The volunteer coordinator has a lot of power over me right now, and it's difficult. I need to find the right person, and I'm at a loss on who to talk to. I'm tired of Boise. I rode my bicycle around all over and got sick again. Riding around Boise, breathing in all that pollution. If you watch some old videos, there's just every time I record a video, there's cars all over. Anytime I'm on the side of a street, I just capture cars all over the place, and it's it may be entertaining to see people driving by all over, but you're breathing in all that pollution, and riding bicycle, it kind of makes me breathe a little bit more, and so. How do I find the most perfect volunteer coordinator? Because I'm on my own with this, and the courts need that approval. And it's amazing to me how they rely on volunteer coordinators for these types of things. If you watch videos about volunteer coordinators, you'll see that they have special duties, but they may not know that some of their responsibilities are that fall into the legal realm without them maybe even knowing about it. That these judges and lawyers are relying on them for dropping sentences, or for closing cases. It's just amazing to me.